This is secret information.
According to the superseding indictment, the document that Trump possessed and showed on July 21st, 2021, the one referenced in that very audio tape we just played, the document is charged as count 32 in this superseding indictment. Still with me tonight is former federal and state prosecutor Tali Farhadian-Weinstein. Tali, now we know that it wasn't just bluster, at least according to the DOJ. It sounds like Trump had the Iran war plans in his hand that he was waving around to whoever was in his office. Why are they charging this now?
So they've always had the document.
Yeah.
That we know. And remember, Alex, they had more than 100 documents and only charged 31, not 32. So they had made an initial decision of which to leave on the cutting room floor. And I think that there were two categories of things. One were the ones that didn't have jury appeal, I think, were too boring, maybe were technically classified, but didn't really tell you why this was a danger to the country,
right,
that he was retaining them. Then, of course, more importantly, in these cases, prosecutors often hold back ones that are so sensitive that they don't want to expose them in an open trial. And generally, the agencies that have what we call the equities in those documents, that did the work in putting together
they're like,
information,
don't you dare.
Yes, they get to weigh in and say, no, it's not worth it to prosecute based on this one. So I think this fell into that pile. And they eventually got, I think, a witness who, or some other evidence that connected it to the waving around at Bedminster. And once they made that connection, they decided that it was worth including in the indictment. And I think that's for two reasons. One is, as we talked about a bit earlier, this means that this is going to get in front of the jury. Before, they would have had to litigate a bit whether evidence of an uncharged crime could come in, because that's generally considered prejudicial to a defendant to say, here are other bad things that he did that we're going to tell you about without charging him. So there are various rules for the admission of that evidence, and now they don't have to deal with that. They short-circuit all of that. But I also think it just has a lot of jury appeal because it's so serious.
Yeah.
A war plan against Iran, and the reasons for waving it around or keeping it are so unserious.
Yes.
Exactly. And I would want to be able to say that sentence to a jury, and now they can.
And it sounds like the difference maker is they have someone who can confirm, who was in the room at that time in Bedminster, yes, indeed.